Welcome back to the course. This is the final part of the course. We are going to be updating the dashboard, and we're going to do that through edit queries, and we also are going to be fixing a slight issue where we are not showing Maine on the map due to a misspelling. So let's go to edit queries in the top left of the ribbon. Click edit queries. That's going to bring our edit queries window up. We can see our data set. So the first thing we want to do is gravitate over to the states. We know that we have Maine, and let's click the down caret just to take a look at the spelling. So we can see it's the word Maine instead of the name of the state. So what we're going to do is find and replace that value like we did before. We go to replace values at the top ribbon, click that. We're going to replace Maine with the correct spelling. Now that we've corrected the spelling, you can see those steps being recorded, and we have the replace value step. You can always see which value was being replaced by double clicking the gear icon, and you can see the step that was taken. Let's close and apply this and see if that fixed our issue. We should see the state populate on the map. Maine. So we can see that that's worked. Now we need to update this data. It's 2020 and we have 2020's numbers. So we want to go and add a new data set. Let's go back to the edit queries menu. But of course we could just get that data. It's 2020 and we want to add the previous year's data set. We can do that by going back to get data, which we did to bring in the initial data set. I'm going to be using a CSV. I'm going to click that. My data is there. On the desktop. And I'm going to be bringing in that new data set. Now we can see the preview of that new Facebook data. Instead of loading that, I'm going to go over. Let's load that data. Now we have our new data set loaded, but that has not changed our initial data. Why? Because now we have two data sets here, and they are not connected. They are just two separate data sets. If we migrate over to the model in the left corner, you can see that we have two independent tables that are not connected. So I'm going to go back to our view and click edit queries, and we're going to append these two tables. If you migrate over to the right top corner, you can see append. And what append does is allow us to smash or stack those two data sets. We can append a query as a new query, but I just want to add this new data under our original data source. So I'm clicked on our original data source. I'm going to append queries, not as new because I don't want a new data set. I just want to add that data set to it. Now we can add the table by clicking the caret. We're currently on the Facebook campaign data, but we want the new data added to it. So we click OK. You can see in the applied steps that we have appended that query. Now I'm going to click close and apply, and we should see that data update and give us the new years. So if you just wanted to see the last 2 years worth of data, we can go over to our slider and just slide it and see what the last 2 years worth of data gave us. We can also just pull that back out. I hope that helps. Thank you, and thank you for participating in the course.